Well, Mr. Speaker, it's great to see the Justice Secretary back in the country after her holiday in Texas. Turning to the new sentencing guidelines that's been published alongside this statement, which will make a custodial sentence less likely for, and I quote, ethnic minorities, cultural minorities, and faith minority communities. Why is the Justice Secretary enshrining this double standard, this two-tier approach to sentencing? This is an inversion of the rule of law. We on this side of the House believe in equality under the law. Why doesn't she?
Public outcry is echoing through the streets as the Labour Party faces fierce backlash over its newly proposed rule, which critics claim makes it harder to jail ethnic minorities. But what does this controversial decision mean for the future of justice and diversity in the UK? Let's start by unpacking what exactly this new rule entails. Designed to address historical inequalities in the justice system, the Labour Party has proposed changes that aim to prevent institutional racism. This rule is intended to ensure that ethnic minorities are not disproportionately affected by harsh sentencing. However, the language surrounding the policy has raised eyebrows, leading to questions about the implications for justice. Labour Party officials have stepped up to defend the new measure, emphasising that their goal is to rectify long-lasting biases within the judicial system.
As somebody who's of an ethnic minority background myself, I do not stand for any differential treatment before the law for anyone of any kind, and there will never be a two-tier sentencing approach under my watch or under this Labour government.
They argue that this rule will foster a more equitable approach to sentencing and prevent racial profiling. But supporters of traditional justice policies counter that. While reform is essential, the new rule may weaken the foundations of accountability in the legal system. The public reaction has been nothing short of explosive. Social media is aflame with comments, memes, and protests against the Labour Party's decision. Many feel that this new rule undermines the fundamental principles of law and order, suggesting that it prioritizes political correctness over justice. Critics argue that the move could potentially put society at risk, causing a surge in crime at a time when safety is paramount. Voices from various ethnic minority communities also add complexity to this situation. While some individuals understand the intention behind the rule as an effort to combat systemic racism, others feel it may inadvertently create more division and resentment. The topic is nuanced, with many community leaders urging a careful balance between justice and equality. As we dive deeper into the political landscape, it's clear that this decision has potential ramifications for Labour's future electoral prospects. The party must navigate a treacherous path, balancing reform with public sentiment. With growing dissatisfaction from certain voter bases, some analysts predict that Labour may struggle to maintain support if they appear to undermine the justice system. To understand why Labour has taken such a bold step, it's essential to consider the historical context. For decades, the UK has grappled with issues of race and policing, leading to widespread calls for reform. The Labour Party appears to be responding to years of advocacy from civil rights groups pushing for changes in how ethnic minorities are treated within the criminal justice system. Viewing their decision through this lens reveals the pressures at play and the urgency of addressing historical injustices. In closing, the controversy surrounding Labour's new rule raises significant questions about the future of justice and equality in the UK. As citizens, we must consider the role of fairness versus the necessity of accountability. In a society striving for equality, can reforms navigate the fine line between justice and social policies? How will this decision impact the dynamics of race and justice moving forward? What are your thoughts on this contentious issue? Should the Labour Party proceed with their proposed rule, or do you believe it jeopardizes the integrity of the justice system? Share your insights in the comments below, and don't forget to like and subscribe for more updates on this evolving story.